E-commerce is a new way of doing business and is growing by leaps and bounds. In the present indirect tax regime, e-commerce is faced with numerous challenges. The requirement of statutory forms, waybills, road permits, and a constant fear of imposition of entry taxes for interstate movement of goods is a nightmare for an e-commerce operator. E-commerce sector is also having a hard time categorizing their offerings like software, music, ebooks, etc. into goods or services for charging the correct levy of value-added tax or central sales tax or service tax for that matter. However, under GST, such issues will be a thing of the past. GST has specific provisions for e-commerce. It provides clarity and certainty in taxing supplies made through e-commerce. Various terms associated with e-commerce, such as an e-commerce operator, aggregator, brand name, branded services, have been specifically defined, which will bring the much needed uniformity and clarity. International best practices on taxation of e-commerce will be implemented in the GST regime. Registration has been made mandatory for all the suppliers using the e-commerce route. Every supplier who affects supplies through e-commerce operator and the e-commerce operator himself should invariably register irrespective of the monetary threshold for registration. The e-commerce operator will have to collect an amount called the tax collected at source or TCS paid or payable to the supplier and remitted to the credit of the government. Such amount will be reflected in the electronic cash ledger of the actual supplier, which can then be used by such supplier to discharge his eventual tax liability. The process will be hassle-free and technology-driven. The cash ledger is just like any other bank account, and any amount in it can be claimed as refund simply through filing the returns without going through the elaborate refund procedures. Therefore, the supplier will not have any cash flow issues in case of accumulated amount in its electronic cash ledger. Rapid strides in e-commerce technology has enabled the lot size in trade to get smaller and smaller. E-commerce has also brought very small entrepreneurs within its fold. It will be unfair to subject such small suppliers of services to compliances under GST. GST recognizes this fact and ensures that such small suppliers of services are not burdened with GST compliances. The aggregator concept has been brought in to obviate such a situation. An aggregator is an entity which supplies a service under his own brand name. An aggregator is thus treated as a supplier of service under GST. This is because usually the aggregator is associated directly with the provision of service under his own brand name. Therefore, the customer associates the service with the brand name of the aggregator. The aggregator will thus be mandated to register under GST and ensure compliances. Supplies made by the aggregator are therefore considered as deemed supplies, and actual suppliers are not required to fulfill any compliances. Thus, small suppliers through whom the aggregators provide their services are not saddled with GST compliances, making life easier for them. Aggregator per se is considered as an ordinary supplier and has to file returns like any other supplier in line with the principle of non-discrimination. The GST provisions with respect to e-commerce, which inter alia promote non-discrimination and remove entry barriers, will enhance the ease of doing business for all the stakeholders in the e-commerce supply chain. This would enhance market opportunities for the micro, small, and medium sector enterprises and boost the growth of the economy as a whole. For more information on e-commerce, please visit the link below. One nation, one market, one tax.